Mauricio, hello.
Hello.
How much will your side selection tomorrow depend on Sunday's Premier League game, and how much will you actually go for it tomorrow?
No, I think that we show you from the beginning of the season and the last season too that always we try to put the best team for try to compete in all competition and every game, and it's not to sink in Sunday. It's try to sink in to try to turn the tide, but I think will have a very tough game and will be difficult to turn the tide, but we need to try.
Of those 7 that came back in for the Villa game, I mean, I know it's difficult to give me a specific number, but will several of those start, for example, tomorrow night?
Yes, maybe. Still, we don't decide the starting 11, but yes, why not? Maybe some player repeat.
If you can turn it around, I mean, we asked Toby the same question. Would it actually help your Premier League campaign because you're still in the competition and the confidence it gives, or ultimately does it harm?
I think it's two different competitions. It's impossible to mix both. Always it's different to play on Europa League or in Premier League. The important thing is to try to compete and show better quality that we show last Thursday on Dortmund. I think that we didn't play well, and we need to try to show that we are much better team that we show it. But this is, I think, is our target tomorrow. Try to play better, to try to show that we are much better than we show it on Dortmund, and try to win the game and try to turn the tide. It's going to be difficult to turn because Borussia Dortmund is a very good team, but we need to try.
I mean, ultimately, that defeat last week, can that help motivate the players to make sure that a performance like that and a result like that doesn't happen between now and the end of the season?
But it's true. It's always we need to use this performance to try to improve and learn about that. It's true that it was a very bad night for us, a bad day for us. But we need to learn. We are still very young, and the squad is very young, and sometimes happen in football, and we need to accept that. But we cannot repeat again.
Can I ask you about Harry Kane? Not about his future, but just about his form. I mean, what have you made of it, just lately and generally this season?
No, fantastic season for him. It's true that it was hard for him to start the season because he played on the Euros under 21 and not too much holidays, not too much time to rest, physical and psychology, and we need to use some weeks from the beginning of the season to try to give the best condition, and it was hard for him, but we never have doubt about his quality.
Christian Eriksen didn't appear to train today, certainly not the bit that we saw. Is he okay? Is he in contention for tomorrow, or does he have a problem?
No, we'll see, but I'm sure it's not. Maybe he need to rest a little bit.
Anybody else that comes into that category?
Maybe Dembélé too, and maybe Eriksen and Dembélé need to rest, and they have many things, but no big issues, but maybe are not available for tomorrow.
There are some reports suggesting that you're going to be offered a new 3.5 year deal to sign at the end of the season. There are some reports that are suggesting you're going to be offered a new contract, maybe 3.5 years, to sign at the end of the season. Can you tell us anything about that?
At that moment, it's a lot of rumor, not only about me and different people, but nothing to say. I have 3 years more contract. And for me, it's important now to be focused in for the next game and try to finish in the best condition on the Premier League too. We have in front a big opportunity to play next season on the Champions League to finish on the top 4. It's realistic now, and we need to try to be focused and put all our energy into try to achieve that. And I think that now is nothing to comment.
Okay, but given all the good work that you've done here, it's understandable perhaps that the club would want to get you to commit your future here long term, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I think that it's important. The reality is I have 3 years more contract, and today I think this is an exciting moment to enjoy about how the team is and in the position that we are, and try to fight until the end of the season to try to achieve important things.
Just how much are you enjoying being involved right in the thick of this intriguing Premier League title race?
No, I think that yes, we are in a good period and happy and enjoy a lot. I need to we'll need to enjoy more, but because sometimes you are involved on the competition and every day, but football is like this. It's difficult to stop and to try to say, okay, we need to enjoy more, because always we are involved and thinking tomorrow, and to prepare the next game. And when you realize that you need to enjoy, the season is over, and you need to prepare the next season and never stop in football.
Okay. Just one last question for me, Mauricio. Slightly different subject. We're asking Jurgen Klopp this and Louis van Gaal, but in the light of Antonio Conte perhaps coming to the Premier League next season and still learning English, how important is it that you can speak English or the native language when you come? I mean, you're a prime example. You came probably with only a little English and have learnt a lot in that time. How important is it to get to grips, if you like, with the language?
I think all the people have different opinion about that. For me, when I arrived to Southampton, only yes and not was my language, was my vocabulary, and today improved a little bit after three years, but not too much. I need to improve more and learn. No, I know Conte. Last season was here to visit us, spend one day with us, and no, I'm happy. If he come to the Premier League, I think he's one of the best managers in the world. And he showed on Juventus, on a different club, and now in the national team that he's a great manager, and welcome his.
Mauricio, what specifically do you need to do better tomorrow than you did in Germany last week?
Well, I think that for us was a very bad day on Dortmund, and I think that difficult to take some positive thing for this game when you analyze, because I think that we not play in the way that we play normally, and in front Dortmund is a very good team, and when you give the possibility to play and you are not in your best, it's difficult to try to get a positive result. But it's true that tomorrow is a different game. We need to try to, from the beginning, to put pressure on them, to try to play much better and try to score. That this is for tomorrow. We need to fight and never give up. And this is our mentality, how we take tomorrow the game.
A lot of focus on your team selection. The players that played in Germany, though, are they extra motivated? Do they want to have an opportunity to put right that performance from last week?
Okay, yes, I believe in all the squad. I believe in my squad, and for one result negative, now is not change my vision from them. And when I select them from the beginning of the season, or change or rotate the squad, I think for me it's clear, and for us it's clear. If we are in a moment, in a period or in a momentum that, we are in a good position on the Premier League, it's because all the players were involved from the beginning of the season. In the way that the team show energy and play, is because all the squad, no, for some player. And I think for me sometimes it's difficult, but I accept in a very good way the criticism, because always in football, if you win, you are a genius. If not, you are a disaster. But for me it's important to keep all motivated. All the players are important for me. It's not only to say, it's to show that I believe in them. And if you want to get success in football, always is important the team and the squad. And sometimes we rotate, sometimes maybe I made a mistake, because we analyze a lot our decision, and always I think that we can do better. and it's for that always we are open to learn. But one thing is very important that you need to know, and our supporter, I believe in all players, not squad. And for one day in a bad way, because I was the first, I was bad, we cannot to fight, no? Or,
Just one question on the Premier League as well. Some people see it now as a two-horse race between you and Leicester. What do you say to that?
no, it's opinion are opinion. And for me, I think that we are more than the only one or two team on the race for the title. I think it's a lot of points to play, a lot of game to ahead. I think so far it's a lot of club involved on the race.
Thank you.
Any more questions from Mauricio?
Sorry, Mauricio, you said
Yes.
about your approach to the game and how you need an early goal, but if you're attacking, does that leave you vulnerable in defence?
No, I think the balance is the most important thing in football. We need to be strong and play in the way that we play always, and we need to take the game to try to build up the result. You need to work hard to fight from the beginning. It's true that it's gonna be difficult to the game, but we need to believe. And in football, everything can happen, and this is we need to settle this mentality from the first ball tomorrow.
An early goal will help that belief.
Maybe yes, maybe no. Football is not mathematics. Maybe you score from in the first minute, and then you didn't score in the next 89 minutes, or maybe you will not score in the first half, and you score 3 or 4 on the second half. Football, everything can happen. Only the most important thing is to be ready to fight with them and try to show that we are much better than we showed on Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund are considered by some the favourites to win the Europa League. Do you think if they get past you, that is likely to be the case?
I think it's one of the favorites, yes. Borussia Dortmund have the level for play on Champions League. It's true that last season was difficult for them, but in this season showing Bundesliga that is can fight with Bayern Munich for the title on the Bundesliga, and the level that they show is more a level of the Champions League than the Europa League. And it's true, they can win the Europa League if tomorrow we not stop them.
And we were hearing from Toby Alderweireld, and we've heard from other players a lot as well, saying they're just taking it one game at a time. They're not thinking about winning the Premier League. But how difficult is it for you to stop them talking about the possibility?
No, it's not difficult. I think that now we are in a moment that we can dream and we can thinking in everything, because it's 8 games for play. And why now we cannot dream? It's important to dream too, and to build in your mind that maybe you can win something important, you can achieve important thing. It's true that from the beginning you need to be focused in different things and to build the structure and the team for try to arrive how we arrive now in this moment. But now we need to believe, and for that, for belief, we need to dream too.
Thank you.
I think a question from Tom over there.
Mauricio, can you hear me?
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Jan Vertonghen has come back to training a little bit. Can you say how long you think it will be before he...
Yes. Him and Clinton and she are in a very good situation now. We expect from the next week start to do something with the group, start to training with the group and with the squad, and maybe for after the international break, maybe they will be available for to be selected, both.
Mauricio, you were talking about Harry and how much football he's played. Does it concern you that he has a very heavy schedule ahead with England and the rest of the season in the summer? Is that something that...
No, I'm not worried because last season was worse maybe than that will be next summer, no? And Harry have more experience now, more mature than the last season. I am not more worried than the last season.
With these two England friendlies coming up, have you spoken to the FA at all about which players of yours they will use?
For the next two games now on the international break, maybe we have a big call, no? A big group, maybe 7, 6, 7, 8, maybe. No, but I still no speak.
Any more questions for Mauricio? Adrian over there.
Mauricio, ever in your career as a player or manager, have you ever been in the situation that you're facing tomorrow, 3-0 down, going into a second leg and managed to pull it off?
Really, to be honest, I don't remember the situation before. Like a manager, like a player. Always was on a big team and play always. And I don't know. I think that always it's a different things. It's true that it's difficult for us, but for them too, because our mentality need to be right for tomorrow. We need to show that was an accident last Thursday. We need to fight and try to believe that we can win the game, and you never know what will can happen tomorrow.
Gary?
Just asking Mauricio, going back to Tom's question about England, will you want the players to only play a certain period of time for those games? So would you speak to the FA to try to say perhaps only play an hour, or have some sort of agreement before?
No, always we have contact with all the staff from the whole national team, and always we give the advice or give the information for them to manage, but never will say you need to do this or that. Always we have confidence and trust in the national team and all the staff, and to try to care and look after our player, no? But when they have international opportunity or games, the opportunity to play and prepare the Euros, always is difficult for them because they have the interest, and sometimes it's against our interest. But we need to understand that they are in a position that need to play, need to show quality, effort, but I am happy in the way that we have the communication with all the national team, because always they hear us, and we listen them, and always is important. For me, the most important thing is that the player feel that from the national team and from us, we care them.
Are you one of the sort of managers that Arsene Wenger always complains about it because he has his players injured? But are you one of those managers who, over that period, kind of has your heart in your mouth, worrying about that phone call that comes in to say your players got injured, or do you just get on with your life at that period?
No, for me, always I take when some player is injury, always is an accident and nobody won that happened, no? And for me, all the manager from the national team or the staff have the quality or the capacity to look after the player, and then it's difficult to stop some accident. And but that is football. This is football, and we need to understand that. For me, it's important to trust in them, and them to trust in us, and try to do the best for our player.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.